Hi there. Today, in honor of the 20th anniversary of the September 11th terrorist attacks, we will be reading The Man Who Walked Between the Towers by Mordicai Gerstein. It's copyright 2003. Once there were two towers side by side. They were each a quarter of a mile high, 1,343, the tallest buildings in New York City. Theirs seems to be the title character of the man himself. A young man saw them rise into the sky. He was a street performer. He rode a unicycle. He juggled balls and fiery torches. See, there he is, juggling balls in the picture on the left, and there he's juggling fiery torches on the right picture. But most of all, he loved to walk and dance on a rope he tied between two trees. Everyone's cheering for him. He looked not at the towers, but at the space between them, and thought, "What a wonderful place to stretch rope, a wire on which to walk." Once the idea came to him, he knew he had to do it. If he saw three balls, he had to juggle. If he saw two towers, he had to walk. That's how he was. So he's looking up at two towers. Hadn't he danced on a wire between the steeples of Notre Dame Cathedral above the Maison City, Paris? Why not here between these two towers? See, there's between the two towers, and the police are calling him to stop. Everyone's cheering for him. Of course, he knew that, as in police of Paris and the owners of the towers would never allow. "You must be crazy," they would say. "You'd fall for sure." See, either everyone, police and everyone in Paris are forbidding him to do it. And so Philippe, that was the young man's name, planned to do it secretly. The buildings are not quite finished, but maybe if I dress as a construction worker. So here he is, sitting out on a bench. Early on August evening, he and a friend entered the South Tower. They got a 440-pound reel of cable and other equipment into the elevator, took to the unfinished top 10 floors, and waited until nightfall when everyone had gone. Then they carried everything up 180 stairs to the roof. There we go, in the elevator, up 180 stairs to the roof. And there you are in the South Tower. At midnight, on the other tower's roof, two more friends tied a thin, strung line to an arrow and shot it across to Philippe, 140 feet away. Here come the other two friends shooting a thin, strung line to Philippe. They thought to catch it. It missed and landed on a ledge 15 feet below the roof. "Bad luck," thought Philippe. He crawled down the ledge over the sparkling city and got the arrow. To its line, he tied a stronger line, which his friends pulled back to their tower. To his end of the stronger line, Philippe tied the cable on which he would walk. It was 5/8 of an inch thick. There he is, tying up the cable which he's going to walk on. There is a sparkling city. His friends pulled the cable over to their tower, but it was so heavy that it was slipped from Philippe's grip. The cable's middle plummeted toward the street, pulling friends on the other tower to the very edge. There's the cable plummeted toward the middle of the section. See, there's Staten Island in the background. There's the Verrazano Bridge, Narrows Bridge, or Verrazano Narrow Bridge, or simply the Verrazano Bridge. And there's the Statue of Liberty in the distant background. And there's Brooklyn. It took 3 hours to pull the cable back up. Frantically, as the stars faded, they tightened it between the towers. It was past dawn before they were ready. See, this is dark. Now it's dawn, and now the sun has come up. Philippe put on his black shirt and tights. He picked up his 28-foot balancing pole. All his life he had worked to be here to do this. As the rising sun lit the towers, out he stepped onto the wire. There he goes. Wow. There he goes across the tower. Out to the very middle he walked as if he were walking on the air itself. Many winds whirled up from between the towers, and he swayed with them. He could feel the towers breathing. He was not afraid. He felt alone and happy and absolutely free. There he is, walking to see the boat. Must be a airship. There's New Jersey, Hudson County. Look for Jersey City. West Street. Must be Broadway. A woman coming from a subway might have been the first to see him. Look! Someone walking on a wire between the towers! See, there she is, calling from Everyone stopped and looked up. They gasped and stared. It was astonishing. It was terrifying and beautiful. A quarter of a mile up in the sky, someone was dancing. Police saw it too. See? There's a woman in a floral dress, points to the first to see Philippe Petit way up in the sky. There she is. Officers rushed to the roofs of the towers. You're under arrest! They shouted for bullhorns. Philippe turned and walked the other way. See? There's the Verrazano Bridge and Staten Island distance. Back around again. For almost an hour, back and forth, he walked, danced, ran, and knelt in a salute upon the wire. He even lay down to rest. The city and harbor spread beneath him. The sky surrounded him. Seagulls flew under and over. As long as he stayed on the wire, he was free. See, someone please losing their cap. And see, there he is. See seagulls flying over him. And look, there are the Brooklyn and Manhattan bridges down below on the East River. When he felt completely satisfied, he walked back to the roof and held out his wrists for the handcuffs. There is Philippe Petit walking away by the police. That must have been the officer who's. There's Philippe Petit carrying the officer's cap who might have been caught by the police, and that must be the capless officer. They brought him to court, but judge sentenced him to perform in the park for the children of the city. Judge furious. What has happened? He did happily vote. During his points, the boys playing on his wire jerked it, and Philippe fell, but caught himself. There he is, going in the park. Must be Central Park. See some children cheering for him. Everyone's having a good time. Now the towers are gone. See, there's the Twin Towers are gone. 20 years ago, it happened on this day. But in memory, as if imprinted on the sky, the towers are still there. And part of that memory is the joyful morning, August 7th, 1974, when Philippe Petit walked between them in the air. See, there's ghosts coming the Twin Towers in the night, and there's Philippe Petit walking between them in the sky. The end.